Alright, let's go to my US side to get some quests done, or at least play something else. So, my Reno Mage versus a Shaman, and Phase Shaman has been up for the past month or so. We'll see if it is, and if it is, I better keep my Reno Jackson here because I definitely switched to the version of Reno Mage where Reno Jackson's instantly activated. So that was a good mulligan, I would say. That I have a turn 2 play and turn 3 um, reactive play, so it isn't too bad. Coin, that's weird. So this might not be a face shaman. Well, might not, but some people like to play differently. So here I would pick either Spellbender or Vaporize, but I think I'll choose Vaporize, considering that if I can control one creature at a time, Vaporize has a bigger value against shamans. Hmm, this is a weird shaman. I mean, it is pretty tempo oriented, but I have Frostbolt to counter um, the Knife Juggler. Now, this Annoyatron is really annoying in the sense that I did pick uh, Vaporize, so I cannot really play Vaporize until the late game. Picking up the Sky Golem is good, but I don't know if Sky Golem is a good turn 6. But if I have to, I would play turn 6 if I don't draw anything else. Namely Tharazan. Tharazan is a better turn 6, and my Reno is definitely saved for when I need to heal. So this Annoyatron is really annoying, just for your information. Sylphin. This is a weird shaman. I'm not sure what he's doing. I mean, if he plays Sylphin like that, he definitely has Neptulon in his deck. He wants the guaranteed card draws from Neptulon, or from playing Neptulon's Murlocs. I don't blame him, and also that I don't have anything on my side, so having an overload isn't too bad, but it might disrupt his play a little bit. So earlier I torched the first Flame Tongue, and that's the second Flame Tongue. So now I'm really worried about Bloodlust. If anything, I'm gonna lose to Bloodlust, but unfortunately I don't have my counter spell, so I have to play my Sky Golem. Uh, I gotta pray that he doesn't have Bloodlust or something, because I'm pretty sure I'm close to dead, if not dead, to Bloodlust. Earthshock, at least it wasn't a Hex. Uh, Second Annoyatron. So he knows that I don't have Blizzard, so he's pretty much praying that I don't have Flame Strike, but I do have Flame Strike. Um, and I'm taking a while here because I don't really want to sacrifice my Sky Golem because it's a 6/3 silenced. So Flame Strike first is the correct order of play. And then I can finally take down this, well, this is the second Annoyatron. But yeah. So, okay, here comes the Fire Elemental. So finally I can play my Vaporize. I'm gonna definitely ping off the Sylphin, um, play my Vaporize, and probably Mirror Entity because I don't really have a board presence. So I need him to play something good for me. I mean, he already played 2 Annoyatrons, 2 Flame Tongue, and 1 Sylphin. So most likely he's starting to ramp up to the point where he has lots of big creatures. And since I have an empty board like that, he's probably going to play something really big. Ooh, Rag, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So here comes the good news and the bad news. The bad news is that I'm losing, but the good news is that if this Rag doesn't hit my copied Rag, then I can just BGH Reno, turn 9 exact. I like how I can actually use up all my mana and deal damage. That is pretty crazy. This is a really strong comeback for me. Um, yeah. So here comes the first Hex. I'm still not sure what kind of deck he's playing, but I'm sure I've made some similar kind of deck like this, except I just don't have Sylphin. I'm not sure whether I would agree with the Sylphin inclusion. So here I just echo for value. I mean, who doesn't like to echo Reno Jackson? So I'm playing around MC Tech here. I mean, who knows? He's been playing some. Um, oh, here we go. That's why. So he didn't get this early game, but I drew my flame cannon also like a few turns ago, and here comes the healing wave to stall the game, and he does have Baron Geddon as well. So most likely all his late game is at the bottom half of his deck, which is good for, which is really good for the healing wave, but unfortunately, um, it's not good for him because I'm finally drawing into my late game. I mean, I wasn't winning, so it's not like him not drawing his late game matters, in a sense that I finally drew into my late game and he's down with um, out of cards, and here comes Deathwing. Wow. Well, he probably didn't like it that I echoed BGH because, I mean, what can I say? Echo Medivh is really good if you play one Kazan, one BGH, one heal bot. I mean, Reno Jackson, you know, you can echo all these things. I used to even echo Bomb Lobber. I actually took out Bomb Lobber. Here comes the second Hex, but little does he know I actually play with Spellbender as well. So this second Hex got Spellbent. I'm probably just gonna leave and do nothing here because I kind of want my Chromagas to be reduced first. Um, and I'm also still playing around MC Tech because top decking MC Tech would mean that I have to waste my torch on it. Um, there's that Deptulon. So pretty much I was right about that Sylphin. He just basically wants to guarantee being able to have card draw because he knows that he'll end up like this in this position. Normally I would say that I'm gonna probably kill off this. Yeah, I wanted to hit face, but there's no point. 1 damage. I would rather play around MC Tech. Still, MC Tech top deck is still really annoying. Like I said, I would need the torch. And I would say that in the way that he chose to include a Sylvan in his deck means that his deck is rather lackluster in card draw. That I think his deck compilation is weak. Because I'm pretty sure when I played my Mistcaller deck, I didn't really draw my Mistcaller, but I didn't have card draw issues. I have 1 Azure and 1 Mana Tide Totem in my deck, and I almost overdrew myself. So I'm just gonna be playing around MC Tech the whole way, and I kind of want to just play it out, even though I have lethal already. But I want to, like, you know, Chromaga's value, and you know, it's like, how often do you meet some slow shaman or someone who plays slow like I do? Um, and I really appreciate this kind of matchups, because it actually, you can actually test your deck out a little bit better, and you also can analyze things and, you know, practice playing around certain things. But I believe that he didn't draw his late game, so it kind of sucked for him. But at the same time, I didn't have anything in the early game, so I mean, if I lost the early game, chances are I was almost gonna lose because I was down to three health. But I think he left because he knows that he cannot beat me now. He already used Deathwing for clear, um, 2 hexes and Earthshock, and I have, you know, he doesn't know that I duplicate the heal bots, but he knows that I still have a second Reno, and this taunt is going to be really annoying, obviously. And my cards are constantly reduced by the Tharzan, but I'm most likely going to destroy Tharzan here if he plays something else, but pretty sure he left. So let's see what my Chromaga's duplicates again. And it's Dr. Boom. Lovely. I'll just play it for fun. But, you know, Pretty sure he left, so there's no real point for me to torch. But I just want to make sure, you know, I want to see what I can duplicate. Thanks.